I wrote that my business plans were so intricate that it was like a plot from the movie Fight Club, and I thought, one tip for you if you are thinking, right, I've got my goals down, but how do I make sure that they're at front of mind every single day? I've not came up with by any means, but one that I use, which I stole from James Sinclair.
Here's mine, gold frame, sits next to my computer, and it's my year vision plan.
Guy's got a massive business, he's a great speaker, great business coach, and we're bringing him up to Glasgow and Edinburgh from Essex to teach 300 odd folk about business. What he does is he prints all his goals out on an A4 bit of paper, types them all up, prints them all out, puts them in a nice frame, and he puts them right in front of his desk, right next to his computer, where he'll be literally sitting every day, numerous times a day, he looks at them and he runs over them in his head and he visualises them. So a great tip to keep your goals front of mind. We spoke about every time you're in your place of work, somewhere where you are on a regular basis, you want to be able to see your goals. You want to be in a place where you're not only working, but you're inspired to work, you're motivated to work, and you remember why you're actually doing what you're doing. So, here we go. We've got the kids. I do feel quite bad, but then I've got the goals. You can look at them all, you can visualise them, run through your head what it would be like achieving them there. Keeping your goals front of mind, always remembering why you're doing what you're doing, is a key way to actually achieving your targets.
Hey, life is what you make it. Days like this, yeah, I swear that I would pay for. I got time, but I'm always moving too fast. So this summer, man, I swear I'm about to lay back.
The last decade for me has been average. Now, before you think, wait a wee minute, he's been completely ungrateful, he's got a family, he's got 3 kids, let me just try and explain. I have managed to get to the age of 31 years of age and almost get to here not really knowing how, and it's almost been as if it's been by accident. Now, although I've said I've got here almost by accident, through that whole process I have learned a ton of shit. Mostly things to do off the back of failures and the things that I've done wrong and learned a lot, but also things that I've done right that, you know, if we keep doing them over and over again, we're going to get more successes. These are the things that I plan on using, these experiences, to actually make sure that I plan out every element of my life, not just for 2020, but also for the next decade. So, as it's 2020 and it's January, let me share some of the goals that I've set myself. Let's start with my health. Over the years, and about 8 years to be exact, my health has completely went downhill. In fact, it's been borderline shocking. And over the years, I've just piled on the pounds. And this year, instead of setting different goals, you know, visualising different things, I've set myself one clear goal. And as a byproduct to that, I will be losing weight and getting to the weight that I want to get to. In 10 months' time, I will be participating in the Stirling Marathon. 26 miles and whatever else of probably not nice feelings and a lot of pain. I'm going to have to be doing a lot of running in preparation for that whole marathon process, and as such, naturally I'll be losing weight as long as I'm watching what I'm eating, which I will do. I don't want to get to that marathon and not be prepared, of course, because it's going to be difficult enough. One of the reasons that I wanted to do something is I feel what's been lacking in my life over a number of years is a real goal when it comes to my health. I've been so caught up in my business and my family and my mind that I've neglected my physical body. So if I set this big goal, that I've actually got something really to challenge and push myself on to and strive for. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is my family. As mentioned, I have been so caught up in building and running my businesses that, admittedly, and I am really ashamed of it, that the family has at times taken a back seat, and I want to make sure that I flip that this time and making sure that my family are absolutely the priority in the whole thing, because ultimately that is the reason why I work so hard and I want to build a great future and build a company. They're not the only reason, but they are really the main reason why I actually want to do well and succeed in life. And just some simple things that I want to make sure I do. There's a couple of nights throughout the week that I want to make sure I finish at a reasonable time. I have a habit of working late into the night, but I want to make sure that I'm home to see the kids before they go off to bed. I want to read to them, say 3 times a week. I want to make sure that when I do come home from work, that I am fully present, that I don't have the phone in my hand. And it will certainly the weekends, I want to make sure that the weekends is for them and it's not clogged up with me nipping into the office then coming back, and again making them feel that they're not the most important thing in my life, because of course they actually are the most important thing in my life. One of my targets this year is to make sure I focus on the things that move the needle, you know, the important things, the high level tasks. So that's a big focus for me this year. I don't want to get bogged down working in the business versus on the business. I want to focus on the high level tasks, the things that grow and push the business forward, not the day-to-day operational stuff and the admin stuff. I've got a wonderful team and they'll be focusing on that. But nonetheless, hiring is a big part of it. Hiring people, financial directors, sales consultants, events team, marketing people, and probably some administration staff as well. People that I feel will add to the quality. You know, it's a bit like the football teams. They only want to add people that will improve the team. We don't want to bring on any passengers. We don't want to bring anybody else on for the squad. We want to make sure we bring on real first team players. Some people will be keeping up to date with the property videos that we put out on YouTube all the time, from start to finish. We're turning around these distressed properties and actually turning them into beautiful homes, selling them, making a profit and showing the whole stages in between there. But this year we want to add 5 new buy to flip properties. That means that we'll buy a distressed property, we'll renovate it, we'll then sell it and it'll look beautiful, we'll make a profit and we will film the whole process. 5 times this year we're going to be doing that, just because of the economy and the way they feel it's going to go, that we want to add properties to our buy to let portfolio. So we're going to purchase another 5 properties that we're not going to renovate to the same standard, but we're going to renovate and then subsequently rent out. So from property, we'll jump on to the personal brand. I'm looking to add 5,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel this year. So that will give me exactly 5,100. And I love doing these videos, and this year I'm going to make a real effort to actually consistently do them, share them with people, and for those that like them, even if it's only helping a handful of people, collectively over all our social media platforms we want to have 25,000. So that's like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc, etc. I get it, for some folk out there it's small, but for us, and bear in mind I run a real business, the personal branding stuff, the speaking engagements that I want to be doing, the podcast and YouTube videos, it's all a little sideline. I just love sharing this information with the business community, and that's why I do it. We make no money, it's a cost to me, but I love doing it so much that I'm going to continue to do it. We talked about speaking engagements. I plan on doing 3 this year. As I said, I run a real business, so it's not how I make my money, and I want to do those 3 just purely to put myself in an uncomfortable position. Standing up on stage talking about a subject in front of people staring at you is daunting at times. You learn a lot about yourself and it helps you grow as a person, and that is these type of things is actively what I'm looking for this year in order to grow as a human being and as a business person. When it comes to the podcast, which is also under the personal brand, of course, weekly business talk. So any business person out there, salesperson, marketing person, we discuss it all, how to cold call, how to negotiate, the works, we've discussed it all, and we get on experts to actually share their wisdom as well. But we're going to do 50 episodes, and will be just me and the mic, as I call it, where I'm just sharing my experiences and thoughts with people, and things that I've done that have worked, and things that people have told me that I've then tried and have worked, or things that haven't worked as well. But 30 of these podcasts will just be me and the mic, and then we'll have on 20 odd fantastic guests to share their expert knowledge on a specific subject. So I get it, sometimes it can come across as a bit cheesy, but it's true in what they say, that your net worth is a direct relation to your network. And so the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you associate and befriend, the people that you do business with and network with, will be the type of person that you will become. So I plan on spending a lot of time with ballers, people that really want to push themselves, people that hold themselves to very high standard, people that are not satisfied with the average. But there's other people in the business community where they remain slightly anonymous in terms of online presence, but they are real A players, you know, they're doing big things, they are stretching themselves, and I want to be part of that, you know, sort of group. being in an environment where people are looking to do new things, big things, change their lives around, that is a healthy environment to be in. So again, I want to associate, whether it be property and joint ventures, whether it be the podcast and events, or whether it just be the general business community. I've got a list of people that are killing it in that area, and I want to be closer to them. Okay, so for the first video of 2020, that is me done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification button, and if you've took any type of value from it, hit that like button. But just before I go, in the comment section, I am really interested in starting to engage with the community. So what I'm looking for you is to write in what your biggest goal is this year. Write in what your biggest goal is this year, and let's get a conversation. I would love to hear from you. But for the first video of 2020, that's me done. Thanks once again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Life is what you make it. Days like this, yeah, I swear that I would pay for. I got time, but I'm always moving too fast. So this summer, man, I swear I'm about to lay back.